Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. For today's topic, we are about to discuss organizational culture, values, norms, and artifacts. Organizational culture, values, norms, and artifact is the second key building block when designing organization for competitive advantage. Describe the collectively shared values and norms of an organization members. Defines the proper way to behave within the organization. This culture consists of shared beliefs and values established by leaders and then communicated and reinforced through various methods, ultimately shaping employee perceptions, behavior, and understanding. Organization is a group of people that share their knowledge or share their perspective to a specific topic, and they will discuss it to their members just like a groupings discussion. Values define what is considered important. It is it is important that you know in your organization. It will help you to know it. At the same time, it will help you to improve your organizations. Next one is norms. Define appropriate employee attitude and behavior. Norms is states about the appropriate employee attitude and behaviors. You know what is right and wrong attitude, and it is important for you to maintain the good quality of attitude and behaviors that you have. Employee learners about an organization's culture through socialization because it is a way of interaction, and your members will probably discuss to you their knowledge about the organizational culture. Social culture emerges when the company core values are widely shared among the firm's employees and when the norms have been internalized. It is about mas marami mas marami kang maibigay o mas makakaalam nito. And next one is corporate culture find its expression in artifacts. What is artifacts? Artifacts are the overt and obvious elements of an organization. They're typically the things even an outsider can see, such as furniture and office layout, dress norms, inside jokes, and mantras. Where do organizational culture come from? Founder imprinting, a process by which the founder defines and shapes an organization culture which can persist for decades after his or her departure. Founder imprinting. Organizational imprinting related to the founder focuses on the initial culture knowledge that founders bring. Explain in details how the influence of the founder remains with the firm. In other terms, it is parang pasa-pasa or namamana and nananatili siya sa firm dahil sa impluensya ng founder, by the influence of the founder, and it will remain with the firm. Groupthink, a situation in which opinions coalesce around the leader without individuals critically evaluating and challenging that leader's opinion and assumption. Groupthink is brainwashing ideas. You have to give you as an individual share what you know or what your perspective is, and those members or those group that you had, you are about to give your opinions or assumption, and the leader should always be or not judging you because it's your own opinion and assumption after all. How does organizational culture change? Can be one of its strongest assets but also its greatest liability. An organization culture can turn from a core competency into a core rigidity. If a firm relies too long on the competency without owning, refining, and upgrading as the firm and the environment change. The core competencies to core rigidity is possible example of core competencies are Walmart and inventory management, Honda and dealer management, and product realization, and Dell's distribution system. It is not like core competency become core rigidity. It's apparently or obvious. It is not black and white thing of suddenly all at once. Core rigidity, a former core competency that turned into a liability because the firm has failed to hone, refine, and upgrade the competency as the environmental change. Core rigidity can be explained as flip side. The dark side of core capabilities is revealed due to external events. When new competitors figure out a better way to serve that firm's customers, when new technologies emerge, or when political or social events shift the ground underneath. Organizational culture and competitive advantage. Can organizational culture be the basis of firms' sustainable competitive advantage? For this to occur, according to the resources-based review of the firm, the resource, in this case organizational culture, must be valuable, rare, difficult to imitate, and the firm must be organized to capture the value created. That is the VRIO principle. What is VRIO principles? VRIO stands for value, rarity, imitability, and organization. VRIO is an acronym for a four-question framework of value, rarity, imitability, and organizations. What is BRIO? BRIO is an initialism for the four-question framework asks about a resource or capability to determine its competitive potential. The question of value, the question of priority, the question of imitability is difficult to imitate, and the question of organizational ability to exploit the resources of capability. So that's all for my report. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learned from it. So ayun, again, good morning to everyone.